Need to get your thoughts on this one because, again, an interesting situation. Mexico were the first team to punch their ticket to the round of 32, won both of their opening matches. However, I don't know about you. I haven't been overwhelmingly impressed by Mexico personally. I think they have exceeded, or they met expectations, at least for me. Now they play Czechia, who they need a win to even stay alive here and hope something else happens during their game as South Africa is taking on South Korea. So the Czechs need some help. Lost with them alongside many folks did on that Czech money line as they were taking on South Africa. So I'm a glutton for punishment. I almost want to go Czechia on the double chance here, BP. What are you thinking about this Mexico and Czech game?
Well, I do have a clear preference in terms of the side here. I actually think Mexico wins and makes it a perfect 3-for-3 in Group A. I get they're already guaranteed to finish first in the group, Dan. So from a motivation perspective, I think there's going to be a lot of bettors flocking to Czechia. I just have no desire to bet against this Mexico side playing in Mexico City. El Tri have yet to concede a goal in the World Cup. Okay, it's small sample size still, 2 matches, but you go back to the start of 2026 and you include the last 8 international friendlies. Mexico's not lost any of the last 10 matches. They've won 8 of them, only 2 goals conceded. Simply put, in front of the home folk, I think Mexico's going to play to win here and finish perfect in the group. Now, you talked about it, Dan. Czechia desperately needs the result today. They actually just need to win. 2 points likely won't, if they draw here, 2 points likely won't be enough to get in the knockout stage. It has been a disappointing start to the World Cup for Czechia in the sense that they've scored first each of the first 2 matches. You talked about the Heartbreak Hotel against South Africa, Dan, where they conceded the late penalty to finish 1-1. They scored first against South Korea in the opener. They end up losing there 2-1. So just 1 point to show for it after you score first in both matches, really disappointing. But, the motivation is baked in this number as we look at the odds screen, okay? I talk about this all the time, and I'm sure you guys do as well in a variety of sports. Must win does not necessarily equal will win, guys. And as you guys know, I bet on soccer throughout the year, glued into all the major European leagues. And towards the end of those, at the end of those European league seasons, something I always harp on is this must-win tax. We see teams facing relegation. Oh, they must win. This team must win. And they're playing a team in the middle of the table or even at the, towards the top that's got nothing to play for. And you wind up getting a good price on what is the better side. And I think Mexico's better side here. So must win does not equal will win. I don't think Czechia will win. I think they're going home. Mexico makes it a perfect 3-for-3 in the group stage.
Yeah, that result certainly wouldn't surprise me. I mean, even with nothing to play, they still do have home fans to play for. One thing I would say, BP, as far as the Mexican side and the dominance that they've had, let's also not be agnostic to the fact that they were outpossessed by South Korea. They were outshot by South Korea. The only problem was South Korea couldn't hit water falling out of a boat in that game. Of their 9 shots,
they should have. They absolutely should have conceded. South Korea, you look at them. I mean, but to your point, South Korea should have probably scored more than they did against Czechia as well. I mean,
Great
South
point.
Korea, maybe one of those teams. It's not as egregious as say Turkey or Ecuador, but they struggled to find the back of the net.
I'm right there with you. We can go head to head, but I don't feel strong enough to Czechia to make it interesting with you and the chat here, as Andy likes to do. PP, what do you got rocking tonight for the clients? It has been a great run, as I alluded to when you came here on the show. 8-1 over the last 5 days, 4-0 in the World Cup. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you're feeling good about a baseball play tonight, BP. What do you got?
Yeah, we got a really rare 5% MLB total. I've been on Wager Talk now for where's the time go? 4 years. Okay. And in those 4 years, I've released just 5% MLB totals. And I've won them all. Dan, unless if they've changed the rules of math on me, I don't think it gets any better than 100%. So very proud of that perfect 5-0 record. And it just so happens, guys, it's just not 5% totals. We're number 1 this season with all MLB totals, up over 40 units with them. This is not just my first 5% total of the MLB season. It's my first 5% play, period, of the MLB season. You mentioned the 8-1 overall record, Dan. We've lost the one loser, unfortunately, was the $5 one on Tuesday, but still, I'll take 8-1 over the last 5 days. We are 73-46 since April 17th. And I've got a code for you guys. Let's pay attention. Let's write this down. Get a pen and paper. Oh, there you go. You don't even need a pen and paper. Just look at your screen. BP50. You can take 50% off my 5%er with that code. BP50. BP. That's like Brian Power, Dan.